Hello friends, it's day 20 of the CorkEnvy 2017 Adult Advent Calendar. Let's see what we have behind the door today. And it's a cold bottle, so that means it is the Abyss Imperial Stout, aged in tequila barrels from Deschutes Brewing in Bend, Oregon. Yeah, we've had some barrel-aged beers, I think, earlier, and we've talked about the two great tastes that taste great together. Now, this beer is what they call remarkably limited release. Every year, Deschutes does a limited release Abyss that is barrel-aged. They've been doing that for a while, and then they've started doing a couple of different ones aged in different barrels here. So this is actually aged in tequila barrels. So let's give it a look and see what we have here. Well, it's dark, as you would expect an Imperial Stout to be. Now you see I just poured a little bit. That's because this bad boy is 11.4% alcohol. On the nose, I get some of that blackstrap molasses you would expect maybe from the Imperial Stout there. Let's see what it tastes like. Wow. So you definitely get the wood influence on there, which obviously works well with a beer of this stature. But you get that little bit of a, for lack of a better word, a little bit of a sting that you would expect from a tequila. But it really, really plays well. It really balances out. I think of it more of like a wine where you have a nice high acid content that balances a wine well and really makes all the flavors pop. Wow, that is amazing. Now, as far as pairings with this beer, off the top of my head, I'm a little in the dark. This would probably pair really well with some desserts. I would probably try this with some chocolate or maybe something with a little cinnamon spice as far as a dessert. I think that might go pretty well. I know I've mentioned making beer floats several times. I don't think I would make one with this. I do think that little sting from the tequila might not work quite as well as we'd hope with that. But wow, all in all, I'm glad I opened this beer. Now, if you get your hands on one of these bombers or are able to taste it in one of the Deschutes tasting rooms, the original one in Bend, I believe they have one in Portland, Oregon, and they just recently this year opened up a tasting room in downtown Roanoke, Virginia, where they will also be opening a new production facility. I believe that's slated for 2021 to be actually operational. But there is a tasting room there if you're in the Old Dominion, which is where I picked this up. Great staff there. They're already brewing some small batch things there as well. Basically a really amped up home brew system there, and they're doing some cool stuff. I was able to taste something that had just been done there when I visited a week or two ago. So, hey, with that, we haven't talked about Christmassy stuff a lot. How about in the discussion here, why don't you share with everyone your favorite Christmas memory? Like just a favorite Christmas memory. It can be a tradition, but just some memory of Christmas. I know I talked about getting the keyboard when I was like 11 or so from my grandparents, but I'll share with you right now maybe my favorite Christmas memory. It was my first year in the Marine Corps. I didn't have leave. The Master Sergeant I worked for said, yeah, you're going home for Christmas, dude. So I stuck with the story with my mother, though, that I was not going to be able to come home for Christmas. And at that time, we used to have Santa come and visit the younger kids in my family on Christmas Eve when we were all together. And I arranged between my dad and my uncle for, well, I was Santa. So it was really cool coming in through the garage, the back door of the house, and having my mother realize that I indeed was home for Christmas. That was a really, really cool memory. And my aforementioned grandmother being a little confused at the moment immediately because someone else who was actually in the room was supposed to have shown up as Santa. So it was a really, really cool thing, really cool memory, getting to spend that first Christmas after having joined the Corps with the family and surprise them like that. All right, well, share your memories with me. Thanks for joining me today for day 20. See, I can count still. I'll see you tomorrow for day 21. Yeah, leave your memories in the things here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for participating this whole season. And until tomorrow, stop coveting, start drinking. Cheers, friends.